If you live next to a graveyard, don't sleep in the room that faces it. Not at 2:41 a.m., because that's when he digs. And if you're in the bed, he thinks you're her wife. My name is Mara. I'm 29 years old. Last winter, I lost my husband, Eli. A car accident. One turn. He didn't come home. After the funeral, everything went away. Our apartment, our plans, our future, all gone. The only thing left was a house, his grandma's house, on Glen Ridge Road. She died a month after Eli. The will said the house went to him, then to me. I didn't want it. God, I didn't want it. But I had keys, and I had nowhere else. The house is old. The wood floors creak even when you're standing still, and the back fence isn't really a fence. It's the cemetery fence. Same black iron, same rust. My bedroom window looks right at it, row after row of stones. Some so old the names are gone, just shapes. The closest grave is maybe 10 feet from my window. At night, when the moon hits it right, I swear I can see the dates. 1800s. People have been dying there longer than this house has been standing. The first week I didn't sleep, not because of ghosts, because of Eli. Every night I'd wake up reaching for him. My hand would hit a cold sheet, and I'd remember, all over again, like it was new. Grief does that. It resets every morning. Night 7, 2:41 a.m. I was awake, crying. Not loud, the kind that makes your ribs hurt. That's when I heard it. I froze. It was coming from outside, from the cemetery, like a shovel in dirt, slow, steady. I got up. I had to see. My legs were shaking so bad. I pulled the curtain back 1 inch. There was a man in the cemetery, right by the fence, right under my window. No shirt, skin pale in the moonlight. You could count his ribs. He was digging. He didn't stop, didn't look up, just dug. 20 minutes, I counted. Then he stopped, and he lifted his head, and he looked right at me. I dropped, hit the floor hard. My heart was trying to break out of my chest. I laid there for an hour, just breathing. When I finally looked again, he was gone. And the ground? Flat, untouched, like it fixed itself, like he was never there. The next night, 2:41 a.m., I didn't look. I put a pillow over my head. I told myself I was crazy. Then I heard it. My back door, the old one to the yard, the handle turning, but the lock didn't move. It opened, then, dragging, across the kitchen tile, something heavy and wet. It moved to the stairs. Up, one step at a time, down the hall. My bedroom door creaked open. I was on the couch. I didn't breathe. I didn't move. Then, silence. In the morning, I went in. The room smelled like dirt, wet dirt, and old flowers, like the ones they put on graves. And Eli's side of the bed, the blanket was pulled down, in the shape of a body, a small body. I couldn't do it anymore. Week 3, I stayed awake. 2:40 a.m. I stood by the back door, Eli's old baseball bat in my hands. My hands were sweating. The bat was slipping. 2:41 a.m. Then it stopped. The door handle turned, and he walked in. It was Eli's grandpa. I'd seen him in photos. He died of cancer 10 years ago, but here he was, young, maybe 30. No shirt, and he was covered in dirt. And his eyes? They weren't alive. They were empty, like a doll's eyes. He walked past me, didn't see me. He was carrying something wrapped in a thin blanket, old, yellow with age. It was small, about the size of a loaf of bread. He went up the stairs, into my bedroom. I followed. I don't know why. He laid the bundle on the bed, on Eli's side, right where his pillow used to be. Then he laid down next to it. He put his arm around it, like a father holding a child. He looked at it, and for 1 second, his eyes weren't empty. They were full of love, full of pain. Then he was gone, both of them, just air. The bed was made, like nobody touched it, but the room smelled like a grave opened in the rain. I remembered something. At Eli's grandpa's funeral, 10 years ago, we had only been dating a year. I was 19. His grandma pulled me aside. She was crying. She said, "He was a good man. but he never came back from 1951. We had a baby girl. She was born not breathing, 2:41 a.m. The doctor said the cord got wrapped. We buried her by the fence so he could see her from the window. He used to go out at night, said the ground was cold. He needed to keep her warm. I didn't understand then. I do now. The baby is buried 10 feet from my window, and Grandpa, he died, but the grief didn't. Every night at 2:41 a.m., the time she died, he digs her up. He brings her home, to bed, because that's what fathers do. And I'm sleeping in Grandma's room, in Grandma's bed. So to him, I'm her. He thinks I'm his wife, waiting for him to bring our baby home. Last night, I did something stupid. I slept in the bedroom. I was so tired of being scared. 2:41 a.m. I woke up because the bed moved. Something was on my chest. Cold first, then warm. It was her, the baby. Her skin was gray. Her eyes were closed. She was wrapped in that old yellow blanket, and she was breathing, barely, like a kitten. He's never let me see her this close before. Grandpa was next to me. He wasn't empty anymore. He looked at me, and he mouthed one word, "Thank you." Then they were gone, but my shirt was wet from her, and it smelled like dirt. It's 2:39 a.m. right now. I hear it. He's coming, and I don't know if I can give her back, because when I held her, she didn't feel like his baby. For a second, I forgot she wasn't ours. She felt like mine. She felt like Eli.